Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and we have a reading for you about somebody that has, I don't know, some sort of trigger or sudden emotion or feeling that you are really walking away or have walked away. We have this fairy on the mice card, just kind of like sadly witnessing her cheese being stolen by the mice. So we could have somebody that is upset because they see you entering into a relationship with somebody else, or if this is not romantic, it could be more so about somebody realizing that you have moved on in terms of like your career or your friendship, even. Raise your hand if you've ever had a jealous best friend. There is a little bit of jealousy here, right? So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's see. First of all, thank you to the people who hopped on the train and ordered some of the new merch that I started yesterday. I added uncooked burrito, well, a half-cooked burrito shirt, and then also added it's an image of an alien, and then underneath it says Carmen believes in me. So, check it out. There's links below in the description box. But also a huge thank you to the people that decided to get one of those $5 one question readings from me, limited time offer. But I had a lot of fun doing that. I was literally doing readings for like maybe 7 hours yesterday, which was actually pretty awesome. So bring them on if you got more. We even had a couple people that wanted like 3 questions. Can I buy 3? Hello there, Tiana. How are you? Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, One. How are you? Oh, that's giving me way too much power. You got to believe in yourself too. Hello, Husky. How are you? Hello, D. Marie. Do I believe in Sasquatch? Do you not? Also, I like to call Bigfoot medium foot. I guess that makes me a bit of a bully when it comes to big feet, Bigfoot dudes. Oh, thank you, Dee Marie. You're so sweet. Good. I'm glad to hear that. All right, let's dive in. We got a little bit of investigating to do, right? We got to know what's going on here. This is the signs of the times. What else do we have today, please? Oh, also the like doing a $5 reading special is kind of why I didn't get to my second channel last night. So my apologies for those of you that were looking forward to listen to me read. I am going to do that tonight. I've got to make sure I get through the readings today, but I am going to do that tonight. That's like on the schedule. It cannot be altered. So I'm going to do that. I just haven't decided because I haven't found Edgar Allan Poe. Aside from the poetry, which I kind of want to have for shorter readings, I don't know what I want to do for the longer ones. So it'll be a bit of a surprise. Okay. Let's see. We have smiley face and butterfly. Oh, who's making you smile over there? We have number 30 and number 22. We have underneath smiley face, it says joy. So I do feel like there's some sense of like giddiness or excitement. I really love the like grasping of the sweater because that's, for me, it's super relatable because there's nothing better than like an oversized sweatshirt that you can just kind of like drown in when it's cold. So I feel like somebody feels comfortable or safe. We have butterfly, metamorphosis. I mean, this is also giving very beautiful vibes in terms of somebody feeling like they are comfortable, right? To me, it's kind of giving like when a cat trusts you enough to let you pet them, or like they lay down and expose their belly, that kind of vibe. We have somebody here who feels they're in the right environment to grow. They're in the right place to do what they need to do or what they feel they are called to do. So I'm excited for you. Let's see. Who have I missed? Hello, Raziel. How are you doing? Yes, that's a good point. Pride goeth before the fall. I'm glad. You know, Tiana, I didn't really doubt it for a second. I was pretty confident that you believed in Sasquatch. Is that rude of me? I just kind of believed it. Oh, I like that. We've got consecutive numbers. The butterfly is number 22, which could tie back to the reading from a couple days ago. Crap. There were a lot of twos in it. I don't know which one it is, though, and I don't think I put it in the title. Just going to have to watch all of them now. So we have the moon and emotions. I think this is the other energy, the person who's at a loss. And then we have 16, anchor and stability. So there's a question coming from, I think, the person who feels that they have lost you as to whether or not they could have or they would ever have the opportunity to give you the stability that you seek. And they could be from afar kind of realizing you have found that stability in another person or in yourself, perhaps for some of you in your work or in new friendships. But it's kind of like giving, you seem just fine without me kind of energy. We're going to go with the Egyptian tarot. Hi, Paul. How are you doing? We have Two of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. Four of Swords. So something has taken a while because of healing. Some of you may have felt a bit frustrated with the timeline. You might have felt that you've been waiting forever. Okay, I haven't thought of this scene in a long time, but if you've ever seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, there's a scene where Jennifer Love Hewitt is like, what are you waiting for? And like spins around. I don't know if you like legitimately did that at the universe. Like, could you just like help me out here? I just want to meet somebody who's like legitimate. But it kind of feels like it. It kind of feels like you're antsy or you were impatient. Like, I've done a lot of work. Where is somebody that is like on the same level? But I think there's also maybe some surprise little things that you realize you did need a little bit more time to yourself. But I also feel like you are in maybe the best place you've been in a long time in terms of your ability to feel good about yourself or how you would like approach a relationship. You have the Page of Swords, Three of Swords in the reverse, and Page of Cups. I feel like you have inspired others in some way because of your healing. So for some of you, just like an example, right? Maybe you needed to have something to work on while you were working through trauma. So maybe you got into like making sculptures or dance, yoga. And that might have inspired you to then decide, you know what, I think I'm going to help others discover yoga. Or I'm going to help others figure out how to dance. But you have inspired at least one other person in terms of your commitment to working on yourself and being competent, right? Hello, Mona. How are you doing? Did I say hello to Husky? I think I did. Do you like the white lights? If I hear one complaint about the white light, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Artists are kind of in our own little world, aren't we? Yeah, there are times where I'm, drawing or whatever, and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, put on some tunes, and then I look back up again at the clock and it's like 6 o'clock at night or like 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, wait, did I time travel? So if somebody told me that pencils and or paint were actually, you know, the medium of time travel, I would believe them. We have the High Priestess in the reverse and the Devil in the reverse. There's something here that I think you've been a little secretive about, that you have been working on. Now, this could be something that's no one's business, right? It could be something that's personal to you, how you interact with your children, how you interact with your family, how you interact with people that you are interested in romantically. There's something here that I feel like you don't really talk about that you have been working to improve upon. It could even just be how you view yourself, how you talk to yourself. That's an important thing, right? Look, there are times where I maybe am a little overly critical of myself. And then there are other times where I just try to remind myself how I treat others that are going through a difficult day or, you know, messed that up or forgot that, whatever it is. Sometimes it's helpful to remind yourself, how would I actually like advise another person on this? Am I being a little bit overly harsh on myself? Because I do feel like we have uh, a healthy choice here, letting go of some fear, insecurity, or codependency. But I also feel like there's a little bit of work here in terms of shame. Uh, Kind of feels like a waste of time to feel bad about things that we are actively working to change about ourselves, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Sorry, yeah, Nine of Wands. Look, I feel like you communicated something to protect your peace. This could be a communication with a boss. This could be a communication with family or friends or a love interest. But I feel like you basically said, here are the requirements. You must be this tall to ride this ride, and I'm afraid you're a bit short. I feel like you had to tell somebody, no, thanks, but no. Like if you've ever seen one of those like Reddit stories, I'm sure they're on TikTok too. I don't really do TikTok, so I can't really speak to that. But like wedding vendors is the one that comes to my mind. Wedding vendors that have requests from people that are like, you could do it for free. And then imagine the exposure you could get for it. And people just like shut them down. Like, no, man, like I actually make money from this. Is how I feed my family. So like, it's not going to be free. It's like you stood up for yourself in a way that made it very clear you know your value. Whatever the situation, you know your value. And you're not going to let somebody else like dictate that for you, right? No, I'm not going to give you any free services. Psh, just $5. Okay, guys? Come on, make fun of me. I know you want to. Hello, Voyager. Hello, Illuminati. How we doing? What's up, Lucas? How are you doing? All right. You have good timing. I'm using the Egyptian tarot. Also, shout out to, I'm not going to name you just in case you don't want people to know, but shout out to the person who requested the $5 one question reading by emailing me. I got 5 on it. Yep, that was very effective. I definitely chuckled. So thank you for that. All right, we've got the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Double eights. Yeah, so this is the person who feels they have lost you. They might be trying to take some advice from you or some pointers from you or learn at least from their experience with you, right? I feel like their healing process is slightly delayed. Maybe you started earlier, maybe you decided to move on or let go earlier. Maybe you're working through a little bit less trauma, whatever it is. I do feel like you have kind of set a little bit of a framework here for someone, and they're trying to learn from it because they are stuck mentally. They're not able to move forward for some reason. And I feel like a lot of that is probably to do with self reflection. But let's find out. Let's go with. Oh my God. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas. I love that you call me legend. That's pretty epic. Not only did you say legend yesterday, but fucking. I hope I don't get in trouble for that, but it's so distinctly British. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. It's the first of a month, right? There's a lot of power here. And if you guys don't know, we also have Lionsgate energy approaching in a week. 8-8, of course, which is funny because we just had 8-8, right? Okay, so this might be a powerful time for you then. Whether you are the Queen of Pentacles who has reestablished boundaries, or the Page of Cups who is trying to learn from a situation where they have lost something, the 8th of August could be very important for you. That's a lot of power that you can harness to manifest something that's important to you. So just like a little heads up on that. Good. Yeah, I do like epic, but legend might be better. Maybe because like over in the US, I feel like I hear legendary more than legend. Legend just sounds cooler. I don't know. Gotta love slang. So we have the 6 of Swords or 6 of Needles and Judgment. I'm sorry, I'm super nerdy, but I'm just going to point out that I love that this deck spelled judgment correctly. There's only one E. Just so you know, there's only one E. And so many people spell it wrong today. Oh, I didn't pull it from this deck. I can't help it, you guys. I really like it when things are spelled correctly, okay? Maybe it's because people used to like write my name down as Cameron and I'd be like, gonna have to change that. Started telling people, it's easy, you guys. My name is just the combination of my 2 favorite things, okay? Cars and men. Then people remembered how to spell it. That's only because there's no, that I know of, no names out there that have cheese or Dr. Pepper or wings. Maybe I need to do some research. Cut to me changing my name to Mrs. Pepper. How's it going, Julie? I hope you're having a great day. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Ooh, that's kind of perfect. Tiana always making me blush. Oh, that's the goal then. I'm gonna try to become a myth. Okay, so we've got I'm sorry, you guys. I'm like highly distractible today, apparently. We've got someone who makes a decision to do something that feels right for them. This is our Queen of Pentacles energy. Look, if you're not going to be shooting directly with me, if you're not like honest and open with me, whether this is friendship, work, or love, right? If you're not going to be respectful enough to be honest with me, then I don't have much to say to you. So it looks like it's kind of funny though, because somebody does have a lot to say. This is a very unusual judgment card, okay? It's like scribblings, a lot of them. Now it does kind of look like a list of names. I'm just gonna say that. But I think somebody has something to say. but they may have gotten cut off, or this is the person who had their boundaries reinstated, the Queen of Pentacles. I might have a lot to say to you, but if it doesn't matter because you're not, going to return the volley, or you're not, ready for that conversation, then I just keep it to myself or I write it down, right? Some of you may feel at this time it's a good opportunity to start a diary or a journal. We have the Hierophant and the Sun. It's like I'm reading for a journalist or another tarot reader or a content creator. It's like, see how he's got that little like megaphone thingy? You've got people that are learning from your loss. So this is not an easy thing to go through, but you are healing from it. And then this other person, they're learning lessons. It's kind of like you're a little bit of karma in human form. I do feel like there are multiple people that have gained enlightenment through experiencing something with you where you reinforce your boundaries, basically, or where you share your perspective on healing. But I also feel like this is you, the Sun card. There's something here where I feel like you'd learned a lot of lessons, right? So he's got all these other light bulbs up here. I feel like you learned a lot. There's other times where you have been enlightened or had an epiphany, excuse me. And then now we have something right now that you're learning. And I do feel like it's really important for you to, I guess we could say, stand on business or defend yourself. Eight of Candles or Eight of Wands in the reverse. Literally just had the Eight of Wands in the reverse right here. And the Queen of Presents or Queen of Pentacles. I hesitate to say this because I think it's really important, whoever you are, to continue to fill your life and the lives of others with the positive things that you have to say, the lovely affirmations or stories you have to tell. Like, she's cooking up something delicious, you can just tell, right? There are beautiful things that you've been able to create. And I feel like you're focused on that because you don't want to waste your time dealing with the things that maybe you don't want to talk about, or the things that somebody else didn't want to talk about. So I do feel like this is a little bit of a pivot, right? Like, I have a lot to say. You, I thought, had a lot to say, but if you don't, then I'm going to get to baking cookies. So funny because, like, literally I've been wanting to make some cookies. So maybe that's my sign. I just want to eat them all, you guys. Or do I? Yeah, games are definitely a waste of time. Hi there, Katie. How are you doing? Hello, Kate. Welcome. That's the goal, I suppose. These are general readings, but I try to keep them at a high enough view that you can understand the different the different ways that they actually manifest in life, right? For some people, this is about love. For some people, this is about work or family. But we all end up learning very similar lessons with different teachers in different schoolrooms, right? Seven of Candles or the Seven of Wands, Queen of Potions or the Queen of Cups, and the King of Potions or King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, so don't spend too much time thinking about the gender here because we all can come out as either, right? But we do have a couple here where I think there was a moment, an opportunity, kind of like speak your piece or speak or forever hold your peace kind of vibe, right? Are you going to pursue something or are you going to bottle it up inside? And he's literally holding a bottle. I think we had one person that was ready to be open and honest about how they felt, and another person that was maybe a little bit not prepared or not ready for that kind of a conversation. So the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups individual who was ready to communicate says, okay, that's fine. That's how it is sometimes. Six of Potions or Six of Cups in the reverse, Temperance in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune. So how do I say this? There's this kind of like appreciation or understanding that you can understand how things worked to your advantage or not, I suppose, when you look back as opposed to when you're in the thick of it, right? So I feel like we have somebody kind of like removing themselves, kind of like what I was talking about earlier, where if I were to advise somebody else on the situation, what would I tell them? Am I doing that myself? Am I listening to my own advice? I feel like we had somebody asking themselves, why am I letting this fly? This isn't right. This doesn't feel right. This feels unbalanced because we have Temperance in the reverse, right? Temperance in the upright would be, this is a good mix. This is a good balance. This is, I mean, if we want to go with like a bar example, a drink that really like complements, like the components within complement each other, right? This is somebody who realized, I don't know, man, like if the communication is all wrong, then it's only going to ever leave me in this Eight of Swords energy where I feel like I don't know anything. I don't know what I don't know, and I can't like understand it. So if the communication is off, then I guess I can't participate. So it's like this person re-enters the drawing, gives it another spin. We have somebody open to change, open to alternatives because they ran into a concrete wall. All right, let's see. We're going to go with the Path of Shadows next. Did I say hello to Voyager? Hello, Voyager. Oh, I should have mentioned that. Whenever you get a personal reading from me, which Lucas, you added yourself, so I don't feel bad, but whenever you get a personal reading from me, there is a very high chance that the reading the day after is going to still have a lot of your energy in it. So it's almost like when you get a personal reading, you really get like 1.5 of them, because, you know, it's just what I've noticed. And if you think about it, the reason you probably want a personal reading from me in the first place is because there was something that resonated in the collective readings beforehand. So a lot of us are going through very similar things. So those readings that resonate for you, there's a lot of other people that are going through that too, right? You can probably find them in the live chat. Effort given equals effort back towards that person or situation. I like that, D. Marie. Cookies are great, aren't they? Well, that's kind of easier said than done, I suppose. All right, so we have 3 cards from the Path of Shadows. The first one is the Cursed Castle. Now, I do love that alliteration, but it's a little bit too spooky, you guys. A tower of shadows, crumbling stone, once a golden cage that now shines no more. sometimes emphasis is placed on the wrong things. So I feel like our Page of Cups energy, the person who feels like they have lost, or King of Cups in the reverse, perhaps they could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This King of Cups in the reverse has realized that they may have chosen the wrong kind of stability. Because I do feel like this person was trying to build the kind of stability that keeps people at a distance. Holy crap, it's 44 people in here and 44 likes. So the number 4 could be important. I don't know if I've seen it do that before. That's pretty cool. Also, thank you. This person built stability on things that were material, not with emotion. And I got to tell you, you can tell when somebody builds a house and they're passionate about making that a like stand the test of time kind of house, right? Or if it's a get it done, sell it, move on to the next one kind of vibe, right? Are you taking attention to details seriously? Do you really, knock it out of the park? I feel like this is somebody who focused on emotionless stability and then realized that it's hollow. You could live in a giant house or a cursed castle and have the loveliest of doors meant to keep people out and feel quite safe. But it's still a cursed castle and you locked yourself in it. So I think we have somebody that maybe was struggling a little bit with their own thoughts, a little bit of loneliness, a little bit of getting what you want and realizing that's not what you want. We have the Grim Reaper. In the realm of twilight where shadows converge, the Grim Reaper's scythe guides souls to the verge. For some of you, we have a near-death experience or the loss of somebody close to them. My condolences if that's the case, or speedy recovery if you've had some sort of physical injury. But I think we have somebody here that is rethinking things. Like, I know it's called the Path of Shadows, but this imagery tells a story of somebody that has realized things are dark and cold and lonely, and life is too short. Why would I sequester myself off and live in a castle all by myself? Sorry, on the skull card, it says transcendence, intuition, and power. So there's a change in somebody's definition of power. They may have viewed self-control and avoidance of emotion as some kind of power or stability. And now they're realizing that emotion can actually be wielded as power as well. Think about have you ever heard a story about like a mother having her child stuck underneath a car and then somehow finding like the superhuman strength to lift the car and save the baby? Emotion, power. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't try to save a baby, okay? I'm sure you would try to save a baby too. But if it is your baby under a car, you're going to work that much harder to try to save that baby, in my opinion. I might be wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Emotion, power. Hello there, late arrival. How are you doing? All right, let's go with the Kipper. Number 22. So we've had 22 show up multiple times. We've had 88 a couple times. We've had 44, 44. Then we have wealthy man in the reverse, which is number 13, and expectation, which is number 28. For some of you, we have an individual that literally loses their money in order to gain an appreciation for what really matters in life. I also feel like we have somebody that could have warned this King of Cups in the reverse. This is probably how it's going to go, and they didn't listen. But I do feel like we have, at the very least, somebody who realizes that true wealth is not just bills in the bank, right? That even if they are wealthy, even if they do have a giant house or a super nice car, it's empty without somebody to share it with. A little bit of a Beauty and the Beast kind of vibe, right? Especially with that castle. All right, let's get some more tarot. This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. Hi there, Tracy. How are you doing? Ooh, I hope you get to put your feet up and relax now. I'm doing really well, thank you. Were you really? Oh, I bet it was beautiful. Oh, just poking around, looking for secrets. Where's my thingy? Come on. Oh, damn, it's way over there. I was going to get the magnifying glasses and be like, what's in here? Oh, I found a brain cell. We've got the Three of Wands, the Star in the reverse, and Six of Swords. So if I took action and I did my part and there's still a sense of like a missing apology or somebody not communicating what needs to be communicated, then I need to think about what I want to do in terms of getting my place or getting myself to a better place by myself. This is kind of the vibe of, look, if you don't want to apologize, that's fine. I can still forgive you and let that go. I don't have to carry a grudge. I don't have to hate you. I don't have to wish you ill. I can just let it go. And I feel like that's something maybe Taylor Swift has a song about, I think. Hello there, Shaba. How are you doing? Hi, Peggy. How's your day going? One brain cell. That's funny. We have Justice in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles. And the Devil. For some of you, this person was intentionally keeping you waiting because they felt like they could make sure that you really wanted them, or maybe even kind of get you to be a little bit desperate or get you to be a little bit obsessed if they kind of strung you along. So it's pretty lame. For others of you, this person has been keeping you waiting because they do have some sort of addictive situation. They could be, well, I mean, you could get addicted to anything, right? I go antiquing too much. Something along those lines. There was something that they were compelled to do, and it was either in an effort to try to get you to be obsessed or kind of try to control you, or it has something to do with codependency that they are still dealing with. Either way, they know that it was wrong to keep you waiting or to not communicate with you. And I feel like they're kind of trying to hide from that. See how the Devil is like waving, like, see you later. Oh, you want to talk to me about something that I did? I don't have time. Shucksy doodles. Maybe next time. Then ghosts. Yeah, grudges are a waste of time. It's like the difference between walking around normal and then like walking through a swimming pool. Now, I get it. You can like float in a swimming pool. But if you are like in, say, 5 feet of water and you're walking, there's resistance, right? That's the kind of weight you have on you when you decide that holding grudges is a good idea. Why? I maybe I'm like a little bit like sick in the head, but I feel much better about not having to think about those things and letting those things go, chalking it up as, whatever's meant to be will be. And if that irritates them because I'm not mad at them anymore, that's fine. Whatever. But like, don't give power to other people by holding grudges, I'm going to let you ruin my day. No, I'm not. I'm going to giggle and dance in my kitchen. Yes. Yeah, I think there's a chance that could be it, right? The next life vibe. We've got Page of Swords in the reverse, Four of Pentacles in the reverse, Six of Cups. So even though there may be a breakdown in communication with the Page of Swords in the reverse, and this could be in part because somebody is dealing with some stressful like legal or financial situation. I do feel like we have somebody that realizes I can appreciate the time that we spent together, Six of Cups. I can appreciate the memories that we made. I can appreciate the impact that you had on my life, right? Because nobody just has a positive or a negative influence on you. I think that. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, you guys, like 4 times, okay? But like really though, everything is an opportunity to learn, become a better version of yourself or a stronger version of yourself. So even, the breakdown in communication here is helping you to be stronger in terms of what you list as your requirements, right? If you want to engage as a friend or lover or employer or whatever, these are the requirements. This is what you have to pay me. This is what I'm willing to work. This is my availability, or this is what I want in terms of a relationship, right? That's funny. I have to imagine that's how it goes sometimes, Lucas. People try to do the love spell thing and it really just like has the opposite effect. We have the Page of Wands, Page of Cups, and the World. Yeah, so this is basically like, it kind of feels to me like somebody having a conversation with themselves. This Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups energy that has decided to move forward. It feels like we have somebody that just like kind of admits to themselves, I've been trying, or I've been patient, or I've been hoping they would find the energy to come forth and be like honest or apologize. But at the end of the day, I can't just sit here and like hang my hat on that, right? I can't like wait. I can't hold my breath on that. You're going to have to like retire it at some point, right? Okay, funny story. Speaking of like retiring things, I have this. So I was going through all my crap looking for the Edgar Allan Poe anthology, right? And I found this dress and it's adorable. It's like kind of like a sweater vibe dress, like kind of like kind of like a Velma thing. But it's like black and gold, kind of fancy looking, but like comfortable, right? Which is funny because like we were talking about that with this. I don't wear it anymore. I think I've literally worn it 3 times in my life, but I shit you not, I bought that dress probably in 2002. Like, I don't think they sell that brand anymore. And my bestie came over the other day. She asked if I had any like black clothes that I was, willing to pass along because I have too many clothes, right? Even after moving. And so I gave her that dress. Well, technically, she bought me like some fajitas for it. Okay, you guys, it was a good deal. But I'm super excited because it's almost like vintage at this point. Like that's 20 years ago, you guys. And I think she's gonna like pull it off, right? And I'm stoked because it's getting a new life. So like I was able to say, I love this dress, it's gorgeous. I mean, like I could probably still wear it. It's just not really my vibe anymore. But it was hard to let go because it's gorgeous and it's still in pretty good condition. But to know that somebody else is going to wear it and give it new life and it's not going to just like sit in a closet, that makes me happy. This is somebody basically saying, I'm too cute of a dress to just sit in the closet. Okay. If you're not going to wear me, give me to a friend. Now, don't be giving people to your friends like their dresses. Okay. We're talking about a dress here. Let's go with the situations deck. Did I say hello to Tiana? Oh, you're back. Excellent. Hello there, Sky High. How are you doing? If you're not going to wear me, then let me be free. I'm sure that's what that dress was thinking. All right, so we have searching online, looking for info and records. We have pretending and signs. So this is somebody who might, like I did put this on the no contact playlist. So this could be somebody that you're not in contact with that likes to keep tabs on you. Maybe they have a way to gain access to your social media or, friends post you or whatever. But this person is doing a little bit of play acting right now. They're trying to make it seem like everything is fine when they really aren't. And they are ignoring some messages. They've been getting some sort of intuitive messages, whether it be through songs or dreams, or maybe even just how other people talk to them. I haven't really been paying attention to that. And I got to tell you, I really struggle with not listening to my intuition. If my intuition tells me that it's a bad day to hang out with my friends, like I listen to that. I won't set up any plans, like I feel like we had somebody doing whatever they could to ignore those messages. And now they're feeling stuck. Now they're feeling like they created this problem for themselves. There's no real way to fix it with the negotiating card in the reverse. They don't feel like there's anything they could do to get back their opportunity. Even if they did have a conversation with you, they feel like things have already progressed so far that you're just kind of like not going to believe them if they say they're ready to put the effort in or ready to have that real conversation. Now, for some of you, for a few of you, this person realizes if I don't come like correct and like tell you the entire truth, I will forever lose you. And they may surprise you and do exactly that. They've got to have that follow through, right? But I think for a large percentage here, we have somebody realizing I lost my opportunity and I don't know how I can get that opportunity back because I kind of procrastinated, right? I swear I saw someone else. Oh, hello. Is it Slightum? That's all right. You could be late. No worries. Hello, Lightheart Alchemist. How are you doing? Thank you. That's the goal. Let's get a few. This is the Hidden Truth Oracle version 2. Or D. Did I say it right, you guys? The French people out there? Come on, tell me. I'm not very good at French. Un, deux, trois. I can do that. And obviously, like that song. that everybody knows, but I'm not going to ask you guys that because that would be used against me, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why this happened. I can be myself with you. This is part of the problem. One person is comfortable being themselves. They can open up and say what they need to say. And the other person feels like they should be able to, but has not. So there's a sense of frustration, I feel like, on the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles side. Like, why is this so difficult for you? I daydream about a life with you, but I have trouble with intimacy. So this King of Cups in the reverse is aware, right? I know that I could be happy with you. I know that you would be a good partner, but it is really terrifying for me to think about letting somebody actually like know me that well or be in my life like that, right? I need security, stability card, right? I am recovering. So I feel like this pops back over to our Queen of Cups energy. It could be for both. But I do think this is part of that, like, kind of standing up for yourself energy, right? I don't want to have to constantly guess where I stand with you. I don't want to have to worry about whether or not you're actually invested or, you care about me or you want the best for me, whatever this is, friendship or romantic. I want to know that I'm safe with you. I want to know that I can trust you. And since I didn't feel that way, I've had to, like, kind of lick my wounds and walk away. Hello there, divine nature. How are you doing? Hello, El Cuero. How are you doing? Ooh, okay, okay. Yes, it can be wasteful. Let's go with a different deck. This is the Untold Messages of the Heart. Pressure. I have so much going on in my life and I'm struggling to juggle it all at once. I'm not ready to talk. I will only push you away. And I think the approach that the King of Cups could do is probably be a little bit more open about that, right? Like, here's where I'm at. I feel like most of you are just kind of left there wondering, like, well, why is it so difficult for us to have a conversation? But at the end of the day, we can't force anyone to have a conversation. We can't force anyone to be open. We can't force anyone to be ready, right? And it's important to be able to acknowledge that, right? Because I think a lot of the toxicity that we see in relationships these days are when people are unwilling to let go of something and actually, like, appreciate that people might need a little bit of time to heal or might need a little bit of time to appreciate what they want in their life. Letting go is respectful of yourself, but it's also respectful of other people, right? I don't know. I mean, I think that's kind of what it's for. I feel like I miss saying hello to somebody. Oh, hello. How's it going, Michael? Yeah, I think like no Jerry Springer type relationships beyond this point, but I would welcome some of the really great burns that one can find in a Jerry Springer show. Like where they would stand up at the back and they would have questions for the people up on the stage. There's this one dude, he's like, yeah, for the guy in the blue, why do you look like a thumb? I'm here for that. Like I'll watch I'll watch some Jerry Springer, but I don't want to be taking any Jerry Springer shit. No, I'm good. I'm like you. Hi Angie, how are you doing? Yes, exactly. Hi there, Mojo. What's going on? All right, we've got don't go. Don't give up on me yet. I'm scared to lose you. Well, that's awkward. Sometimes we forget that other people aren't necessarily mind readers. Yes, I know I've been reading Lucas's mind, but like in general, you are responsible for communicating your own emotions to the people that you are connected to, romantically or not. And if you can't communicate how you feel, what you need, what you want, it is unfair to be disappointed when people misunderstand what you are looking for. That's my opinion. At a bare minimum, we should be hoping that we are capable of communicating our boundaries or what we want. If you cannot tell somebody, I am not interested in dating you, work on it. Okay. You don't have to ghost people. I love you. Maybe you don't ghost anybody. Okay. This is not for you if you don't ghost anybody. I have been tempted many a time to just ghost people. Okay. But it feels a lot better to me to just wrap things up. Hey, this is the issue that I encountered. It makes me feel like it's probably best for me to no longer invest in this. I wish you the best. Something along those lines, probably a little bit more personalized, right? But like, what is so wrong with just being like, hey, this is not working. So here's what I'm going to need to do. This person is afraid to lose you in part because they haven't communicated where they actually stand. If you said, hey, I need some time to heal, or hey, I don't know if I can offer the life you're looking for, if there was some sort of constructive criticism or conversation, I should say, then I feel like this would be a little bit less of an issue. But this person is struggling with even just like setting those boundaries for themselves, right? But there's still love here. It says heart and I love you. Thoughts. I've been in my head about you constantly and broken. The damage has already been done and I don't know how to pick the pieces up. So there's a little bit of defeatism here, right? I did up already. So like, why even care? Why even apologize, right? Like it's just, nah. Well, again, I like to clean up my messes. I don't like to ghost and I don't like to avoid apologies. It might be the weirdest moment for me to just be like, hey, I just want to really quickly tell you that I'm sorry that I did XYZ. You may not have even thought of it. You might not even thought it was a big deal. You might have forgotten it happened. But if I apologize, I feel better because I addressed it. And then maybe you also know that I was considering your feelings. Cool. Manage your mischief, right? Like address it. Feel like this person is in their head constantly and they're struggling to let go or even address some of these healing things that they need to address because they've been avoidant regarding their own communications and what they actually want. If you feel like things are just like a waste of time, it should be because you've already done everything that you thought you could, right? This person has not exhausted all of those because they haven't had that chat, right? They're feeling stuck because of that. We're gonna get a few from the actually the spiritual AF deck, and then we'll call it because I didn't realize we're already at like an hour. But hey, thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. You're great. I like you. Oh, I'm proud of you, Tiana. I know it's easy to ghost, right? But it's also, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it, it's a really lame way to depart. Like, I respect everyone a certain amount, right? I respect you more if you know how to have those difficult conversations that everybody else runs away from. Just saying. Just saying, you know. Not that my respect is like the most important thing in the world, but like, it's pretty important, okay, you guys? I'm just like putting the cards down and not telling you what they say. Manifest the fuck out of your dreams. You are more powerful than you realize. Oh, that is weird. It says, look at the moon. And literally, as I was showing you that card, I was looking at this card, which is emotions. And this card, which has a big old moon in it, you guys. That's the Grim Reaper. So basically, King of Cups in the reverse, you know what you need to cut out, and you know that you need to be more in tune with your emotions. So now that you know that you need to do those two things, it should be really easy to just like, okay, I'm done. What do I do with the rest of my day? Right? I'm just kidding. But work on it. Yes, exactly. I like that. Then we have, this could be the day that you stop doing that self-destructive thing you do. Think twice before you give up. Look, you guys, my views are down because I swore in a short. So I'm trying real hard. It kind of sucks. Also, my mama asked me to swear less. I love my mom so much. So like I'm really trying. But really though, there are some things that you care about that you really don't need to be caring about. Okay. Just like let it go. It's not your thing. It's okay, guacamole. I'm extra AF too. Be you. If people don't like you the way that you are, that's fine. There's a lot of other people out there and they can go find less, right? I think we just have almost like somebody wondering like, what should I have done differently to get this person to communicate with me? And I just want to like hug you and tell you like that's not your responsibility. You cannot be everything for everyone at once, right? You have to at some point acknowledge that there's free will. People are going to, at their own leisure, figure it out or not. And if they don't figure it out, then there are other people in your life that can, generally exhibit that, they get it. Hello there, Christina. How are you doing? Ooh, you've reminded me. Somewhere out there is a woman named Christina that sent $5 to basically my PayPal information, but for Cash App, so not my right account. I don't have a way to email you because like you didn't email me, but your name is Christina. So you sent like $5 into the ether, like no one can have it. You can't have, well, you could probably cancel it. But like, yeah, you should email me. Cool. Ooh, you dreamt of him, huh? Yep. I agree with the stand in your power, and I wish you healing, Christina. That can be difficult. Well, to be fair, I am offering a one question $5 reading. So if you want to know, you can email me down there, which is an interesting segue because I was talking to somebody else named Christina like that. But I don't think it's you. Anyways, I think I'm going to leave it there, you guys, because it's already kind of a long reading, but I appreciate you for joining me on the journey. You are all so freaking awesome. I love you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.